Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would just make a quick video today. As I promised in yesterday's Q&A, I would do a quick tutorial to show you guys how to curl correctly and why people oftentimes suffer a lot of wrist pain and forearm pain when they curl because they don't know how to do a curl correctly. And it's probably the most simplistic movement ever invented, but people still screw it up, particularly guys in their first year or two in the gym. Now, one of the things you notice with the straight bar is that if you go too wide or you go too narrow with the straight bar, it tends to hurt your forearms or wrists, so you've got to find that proper grip, and it's usually right about shoulder width for most people, sometimes a little narrower, sometimes a little wider. But that's the reason they invented easy curl bars, was to take the strain off of it. But when you pronate the wrist with the easy curl bar, you remove load off the bicep and put it on the brachialis, a smaller muscle under here. So you also end up with less bicep development. And if you're like me and you're not very genetically gifted in the biceps, this is a real problem if you're not getting good stimulation because you're working another muscle. Now, the other thing that people do wrong is they turn it into a wrist curl like this. Now, I'm going to grab a dumbbell, a little light dumbbell here. And you're going to notice when I do a curl, my wrist looks like this. I'm not even straight, so I can't curl up. I keep it at a slight angle back like this, if you'll notice. When you do the curl, start at the bottom and you just curl up like this. This is all there is to a curl. And people seem to mess this up. People want to do this, and if you notice my wrist just bent over because you get up to the top, because if you're using too heavy of a weight, this is what you do, and people do this shit, and you're not even working your biceps correctly when you do that. You're actually working your traps, your anterior deltoid, your rotator cuffs, your forearms. You're not actually working the bicep that much. By comparison. So again, the correct way to do a curl, keep that wrist back, start at the bottom, and just curl up. And you don't need to go any higher than this, because you notice if I go any higher than this, it's shoulder rotation. I'm no longer using the bicep. So it's really that simple, guys. It's all about just keeping the wrist in the correct position and finding a grip width that is ideal for you. But mainly it is that wrist curl. People even starting neutral, and sometimes at the top they'll start curling it over. And that's usually your biggest cause right there. That's what hurts your wrists and forearms, because you're turning a curl into a wrist curl. So keep that wrist back. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.